All right. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be another session of Planescape Torment with myself, the Disorderly Tick, and my streaming partner, Molly Oleander. Good to have everybody. Over to you, Oleander.
Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. May the hay fever not touch you as the pollen comes down here in the United States. It is bad and everywhere, and my nose absolutely is not having it. So if you're like me, stay indoors, stay safe, and definitely get those air filters going. But for now, let us all go into the wonderful world, or planes, as I would say, and see what our heroes are up to. Back to you, Tick.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
What is your will?
Okay.
Done.
Hatanari in my home? Of all the indignities! Why don't you invite your whole filthy species in?
Visual forked tongue. You see a broken winged fiend with one tattered wing, covered in scars. His voice is clenched, angry, and despairing, issuing from behind gritting teeth. The fetid stench of a Tanari. I can smell it for leagues. Show some respect for my home. Can't you find some fumes or acidic vapors to try and drown your scent? I'll never get the Tanari stench out of the place. It'll draw Batezu from all over the plains. I like the way she smells. It's pretty. Oh, and it's not just any Tanari, but a Tanari whore who's just walked into my house. Things can't get any worse. Come in, please. My home is your home. He waves his hands in the air in despair. Why don't you invite all the rest of your abyssal harpies into my home to torment me? I extend my greetings to you. Advocate Infernus Fork-Tongued. Grace nods with a slight bow. I will take your suggestion under consideration. Have you come to kill me? Torment me? If so, know that I still have much power at my disposal. I just want the answers to some questions. Oh, wonderful! Tell me of Trias. Years of service as an advocate in Furnace. Painstaking detail and organization. I never questioned my superiors. I did all that was asked of me. I punished those below me with the cruelest and most inventive punishments when they failed. Then, one slip, and it all comes crashing down, all due to chance, chaos, randomness. And the lesser races wonder why the Batezu wish the multiverse to be an orderly construct. He passes, hissing in anger. The Deva lied. It lied. Trias the betrayer tricked me into signing a contract, and I, blinded by the possibility of capturing him, walked straight into his trap. If he dies, the contract is over. but I have not been able to find him, and if I did, how would I harm him? What am I to do? Even these treacherous thoughts make my mind burn in pain. I was so sure I had that paragon of self-righteousness, that short-sighted greed, that short-sighted greed cost me the rest of my centuries of glorious conniving and entombed me in this sinkhole of goodwill. Bleh.
Updated my journal.
Stupidity is a sign of weakness. There is no injustice in an advantage seeker being taken advantage of. And now I am cursed to do good deeds, to aid those in need of aid. Heh! An eternity of curses on Trieste. A pox on his blessed aid. May all the dung heaps of Maladomini rain down upon his head. He rants for a few more moments, and then turns his attention back to you, and speaks through gritted teeth. My contract with the Daven now bids me ask what I can do for you. Have you come to torment me? Kill me? I have come seeking only knowledge. Tell me of yourself. I used to be one of the finest advocates in Furnace and Bator. And then I suffered a setback, an overturning, a reversal of my good fortunes. Such things make me hate chance and the chaos of the multiverse all the more. What happened to you? Heh! I've said all I intend to say on the matter of the betrayer. He it was who condemned me to this life, and he whose guts I will see stringing to the gates of dawn like a celestial harp. No harm to the Deva. Curses. Answer some questions for me, then. Why did you have to leave? Feh! I shall dispel your ignorance on this matter. Know that there is no place for a Batezu wrapped in chains of charity where I would wish to be. Here, at least, may I take shelter from the cruelty of the contract inflicted upon me. That Deva had the soul of a fiend, I tell you. How can morons speak so much? He waves his hand. Speak! How did your wings get that way? Oh yes, aren't they beautiful? They were the first things to be stripped from me before my exile. Before I was forced to flee the burning halls of my people, the wings were taken as trophies by the lowly Abishai for banners in the blood war. My horns were snapped from my skull, and one was hollowed out as a drinking horn for my lord Bel. Accursed be his name across the plains. What can you tell me of the blood war? Have you drummed your skull against every rock that falls from the mountain of ignorance? In the lower plains rages the blood war. There's not another plane that is not touched by this conflict. Think of the most hideous war imaginable, magnified 1 billion times in time and scope, and you have a fraction of the battlefield for which the lower planes are fought. It is a war of ideology to define one of the most basic concepts of the multiverse. Go on. It gives research a prod. More horrific creations have come about because of the blood war. Why? Because it's pain and death and evil. The Tanari fight for chaos and evil. Evil through brute force and sudden flurries of women hate. Their evil is the evil of the horde. A mob mentality of whirling evil. They kill and plunder. And the other side? The Batezu wish only strictly regimented evil, promoting the cause of evil in a precise, orderly fashion. The Tanari murder. The Batezu exploit. The two are determined to exterminate the other. Continue. Part of my assignment, and I was the best, mind you, was drafting new recruits, mostly planar warriors and mages from other worlds to serve as fodder and frontline troops in the war. Word has it that I caught the eye of Lord Bel himself. Even he saw my worth. Heh! Now my humiliation is complete. Do you recognize me? He scrutinizes you closely for the first time. Memories run like hollow canyons through my mind, almost human. Many creatures have I met in an immortal's time, though I do not believe you were among them. Go on. Fork-tongued shrugs. You all look alike to me, and I think I would have remembered the scarred flesh of your body. It is much like the breathing paintings that bedeck Bell's gallery of skins and Bator, except with less grace and more passion in the scar strokes. Go on. The violence is great, nearing acceptable levels, but the scars are applied with almost Tanariic crudity, without any care for maximizing the pain of the recipient. A Batezu artist would be much more devoted to following the paths of pain across the body. Some of these wounds look to be clean kills. Others look as if a blind butcher were carving up human steaks. Heh, human art makes me ill sometimes. Such potential wasted.
Grace sounds bemused. Is Advocate and Furnace Fork Tongue implying that we Tanari are a crude people?
Heh! To say that Tanari are crude is to insult crudity. Any lesser race that revels in chaos allows itself to be pulled and drowned in its stagnant tides and calls it evil. That does that and calls it evil are not a race at all. They are beasts.
Surely you simply object to the implementation of evil rather than the degree. Many among the Tanari would claim that the closer one is to the primal nature of evil, the more true they are to the ideal.
Heh! And double feh! The Tanari beasts want to strip law and order from the faith of evil. Inexcusable. Intolerable. I cannot.
From a Batezu point of view, it may indeed seem intolerable. However, Advocate, many Tanari philosophers would argue that the Batezu are to be no less excuse for excising passion from violence, excising passion from the very essence of evil. The Batezu would replace rage with cold, methodical cruelty, and thus, the old debate continues. Which is the greater evil, efficient evil or passionate evil?
Heh! You say that simply because you are what you are.
He wags his eyebrows at her. He waves his hand dismissively.
At least I am still allowed to be cynical. Great. Let's get back to discussing my mortality instead of my scars. Very well, very well.
He scratches his head.
If I recall correctly, and there's so much I do not, thanks to that accursed Deva, I've heard of a case such as yours. It makes you immortal, does it not? Yes. If so, then death itself is no longer sacred. In my day, mortals remained so and knew their place. Now everybody and their mother has the disease of eternal boredom. We should have a gathering and invite everyone across the plains and offer them immortal contracts. It would save all of us hardworking Batezu a great deal of effort. You know that if everyone was immortal, the entire petitioner system would be up the famed Fecal Creek. Immortality is not a trinket to be given to unruly children such as you. Be that as it may, but tell me what you know of my mortality. As I was saying, I recall hearing somewhere about a place called the Fortress of Regrets.
He thinks for a moment.
Yes, that's it. What do you know of the place?
He smiles widely.
I am pleased to inform you that I do not know. Not at all. I cannot help you to get there, and that chills my heart in such a delightful way. No, I cannot help you. Oh, how I have longed to say those words. How sweet they taste. Do you know someone who does? Enough of your cross-examinations. Yes, I know somebody who might know. On Bator lies a pillar of betrayers, liars, and sages. Despite their nature, their knowledge is considerable. Though they might know where you can find this. They might know where you can find this Fortress of Regrets. How do I get to Bator?
Updated my journal.
Hold on, Chief. Bator is bad news.
This fiend is probably holding out on us. And even if there is a pillar of skulls, we can probably find somebody else who knows how to reach this fortress without going to one of the most dangerous planes in the multiverse.
Are you holding out, Forked Tongue? Heh! Have I not told you the nature of this cursed contract? I cannot withhold this information. The pillar is your only hope. Mort, why don't you want to go there?
It's a dangerous place, Chief. I'd rather not go. I've been, and it isn't pretty. All right?
We'll talk about this more later. Fork tongue, I have some questions. Where is this place? Heh. A blasted crater in the outlands that reflects the emptiness and hollowness of my life. Heh. I need little. Marrow from the creature supplies me with food, and the peculiar energies of the place prevent scrying fools from finding me. Though idiots apparently can still find their way here. What is this creature? This is the skeleton of Ulgoris, the father of the Goristro. They're living, bear-like siege towers, juggernauts of chaos, huge, practically unstoppable, highly resistant to magic. And Ulgoris' bones, in the crater where he fell to his death, radiate much enchantment that prevents magic to spy me, keeping this pitiful frame alive for a few more desperate years. Feh. Got it. I have a few more questions. Feh. Speak. Speak your piece. What are you doing? I was simply living my life in pain, numbing, and tragic solitude until you appeared without invitation into this crater of my life. The crater, such a metaphor for my life, for my existence, a pale shadow of the dwellings I used to possess. What happened to you? That accursed David is what happened to me. So secure I was, so sure. Feh. Stripped of my power like a fledgling. No wonder it is that the hordes of Bator marshals seek me. Tell me of this pillar and how to reach it again. What do you need to know? How to get there? What it is? What? What? Tell me how to get there. There's a portal outside my home. It lies in the hand of this giant creature. Go to the arch formed by the left arm of the creature, and you will be taken to the Pillar of Skulls. The portal will be active for you now. And how do I return?
Updated my journal.
Return? Why, I hadn't thought of that. To return from Bator, you need knowledge and a piece of jagged obsidian to cut your tongue. That knowledge you will gain from the pillar. But there is no reason for you to return here, and no desire on my part to see you again. Thanks. I had a few more questions. I'm in need of some aid.
He emits a strangled croak.
I have some very few items that I have accumulated over the years. They are precious to me. But if you need them, I sure do. Let's see what you've got.
He snarls.
I entertain no thoughts of strangling you and leaving your corpses for the Trellans.
Examine the cruel-looking axe.
What's this? That is hatred's gift. A fine weapon for one such as yourself.
He chuckles to himself.
I don't think you'll want it. There's a curse laid on it. Perhaps you would reconsider.
Examine the knotted string.
What's this? That old thing? Heh! That is the Gordian knot. Cut it, and you become twice the leader you are already. And of course it comes with its own price, when I am thankfully powerless to stop.
Examine the green lozenge.
What's this?
He sighs.
An adder's tear, that is. Put it in your mouth and you shall kiss like an adder, full of venom and hatred.
Green steel knife.
What's this? A memento from my time in Bator. A knife carved from Batorian green steel, one of the strongest materials I've ever known. Heh! Take my history and be done.
The squirming bugs.
What are these? Those? They are cast eggs, parasites that will lodge in your brain and devour your mental energy with no appreciable benefit. Heh! Cursed contract. They boost your mental power. Something you surely could use. Take them! Take them! I will. Heh! Of course you will! Is there anything else you require from your humble servant? Do you happen to have any spells? Bah! You will strip me of all my possessions! You want spells? Heh! This is what I have, bloodsucker!
He rattles off a list of spells.
Global of Invulnerability sounds useful. Let's have it.
His hand disappears as he reaches into a strange space/not space. He pulls out a scroll that feels strangely like supple human skin and thrusts it at you.
Heh! Take it and beat it. Take it! Thanks. What else have you got in the way of spells? How about that chain lightning storm? Acid storm sounds dangerous. Give it to me. Blade storm? Impressive name. I want it. Stygian ice storm? That sounds too dangerous for you to have around. I'd best take it from you.
I'll take it.
That old thing? Heh. It is but a dagger of Batorian green steel. Holds an edge. It's nothing you would want, to be sure. I'll take it anyway. Nothing. Farewell.
I feel stronger.
Rob this poor man blind. Well, not poor, as much vitriol as he was spitting the entire time. Very entertaining character.
Yeah. Kaseg, cerebral parasite. +3 to wisdom, intelligence, +1 to wisdom, immunity to panic. The Kaseg are a species of mental parasite that feeds on the nervous energy of sentient creatures. Believed to be a deviant branch of the dreaded intellect devourers, the Kaseg is different in that it soothes the mind and bolster its host's higher mental processes, taking over certain mundane thinking tasks in exchange for feeding on his nervous energy for a time. To use the Kaseg, the user simply attaches it to his bare skin. The Kaseg then excretes a mucus-like resin that acts as a means of communication between the victim and itself. Once attached, the Kaseg lifespan drops to only a few hours. I mean, at this point, that's not a parasite, but a symbiote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scroll of Chain Lightning Storm. As man looked up and cried to the heavens, so it responded. Judgment rains down from the skies when this spell is invoked. Giant bolts which strike in chain shall comprise the storm of death. Giant lightning bolts strike down all hostile creatures on screen for 7 to 70 points of damage. A successful saving throw reduces it to half damage. Scroll of Acid Storm. The tempest of acid may come and go, but its sting lingers much longer. This spell creates a massive storm that rains deadly acid to all enemies in a 20-foot radius area that inflicts 1 to 6 points of damage for every 5 seconds per level of the caster. A successful saving throw reduces the damage in half. Scroll of Stygian Ice Storm. Few know the true terror of Bator, let alone the gruesome fifth layer. This devastating spell summons the harshest cold and bitter ice of the fifth layer of Bator, Stygia, to annihilate all enemies within range. As the river Styx flows through the Stygian ice, so it does in this spell as well. Perhaps if the victims are strong enough to survive this devastation, they may live to tell others about the true terror, but the river Styx has a tendency to make people forget. Ice from Stygia is summoned to crush all creatures within sight for 8 to 64 points of ice damage, with no saving throw. Finally, all creatures must save versus spell or suffer confusion for 5 to 30 seconds due to the immediate contact with the frozen, forgetful waters of the river Styx. Scroll of Bladestorm. The blackest ice from the fourth layer of Acheron is summoned to cut, shear, and slice away all who oppose you. This spell summons rows upon rows of Acamphian razor ice shards that strike all opponents in 10 yards per level radius with a THACO or 0 of 11 and inflicts 1 to 8 points of damage per level of the caster, in addition to inflicting another 2 to 20 points of damage on a natural roll of 20. I didn't realize until now that you can stack spell scrolls. That's good to know.
Oh, that's nice.
Scroll of Global Invulnerability. Similar to its sister spell, Anti-Magic Shell, this enchantment restricts certain magic from entering its confines. Yet unlike its sibling, this spell allows for magic to flow outward from within. This spell creates an immobile sphere of magic that prevents any 1st to 4th level spell effects from penetrating, even area effect spells. Spells of 5th level or higher are not affected by the globe, but unlike Anti-Magic Shell, any type of spell can be cast out of the sphere. The globe lasts for 5 seconds per level of the caster. Okay, there we go. Inventory's looking a lot cleaner.
Nice job.
Thank you.
What is your will?
Something I need to check real quick.
Oh?
When I looked at Valor's inventory, I noticed that he wasn't holding onto Heart Grinder anymore. So I'm just checking to see if it disappears somehow.
Ignis hears you.
Mm.
Let's see, here's Heart Grinder. Just gonna try re-adding Valor real quick.
I will.
I will wait for your return.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. Your path is mine.
I'm gone. I am Valor.
Let me load here again.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
Alright, and now I should be able to go ahead and equip this eye.
Let's see. Ooh.
Eyeball, this is your eye. It looks like it's seen better days.
Rude.
Hold on a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
I see. Okay. What is reducing my charisma? It was something I was wearing, pretty sure. That was it. Tattoo of the Weeping Stones. Okay. Let me equip this first, before leveling up. There we go. Oh, I see why. I didn't read this properly before. +2 intelligence and +1 wisdom. That saves me a lot of points that I was going to spend later.
There you go.
Let's see. Should be able to just spend a point in intelligence and have an even number again.
I feel that. I do not like when things are not even.
Well, I know on a previous stream, Sunnif said that it doesn't, the way that stats and modifiers in this game doesn't work like in the later editions of D&D, where modifiers are based on even numbers, but I don't know exactly how it works, so I'm just sticking with what I know to be sure.
Mm.
Let's see. Ring of Fallen Stars invokes Meteor Storm Bombardment. The band of this ring is made of stone recovered from a fallen star. When used, this ring can call others of its kind to rain down upon the user's enemies.
I'm gone.
Great! Even more of a stench.
Must you constantly befoul the smell of my home with a rotting stench of a tanari? Ask your questions and be gone. need a place to rest. What? I must endure your presence even longer? Will this torment never cease? Heh, fine then, fine. Spread out across the floor, raid my larder, knock over my experiments. I'll just be over here fuming. Heh.
He storms off.
Thanks.
I love the concept of somebody so evil that being forced to be any level of kind causes them torment. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, that is funny.
This is it.
I'm curious about something. I can't leave Grace outside because of the enemies, but maybe if I just
Very
leave her
well.
standing
I
here
shall
for a
remain
moment.
here until you return.
Maybe I get some different dialogue
Done.
from Fork Tongue.
I am so pleased to see you again. I would be equally pleased if you would curl up and die.
So pleasant.
Okay, so it looks like I need to find some level 5 spells for Dakon. What is level 5? Cloud Kill, kind of cold, Fire and Ice.
I am so pleased to see you again. I would be equally pleased if you would curl up and die.
He grimaces toothfully.
Deep and profound joy it is to tell you that you have plundered all my copies of that particular spell. Heh! That was an empty list you just spoke.
Forked Tongue snarls at you.
You have ruined, destroyed, eviscerated one of the most unique spell libraries in the multiverse. For all the good it will do you, I have no more spells to give you.
I am so pleased to see you again. I would be equally pleased if you would curl up and die.
Wonder how many of these bugs I
to
can get.
see you again. I would be equally pleased if you would curl up and
Oh,
die.
I guess that's it. He snarls.
I entertain no thought.
Oh no, I already read this. But yeah, I took everything he had.
How kind of you, leaving this poor man with nothing, destitute. But he is a foul-mouthed, foul being, so
Intricate knot, Gordian knot. Let's see. Unique artifact. +2 to charisma, -1 to wisdom. The knot binding the two ends of this rope together holds a powerful magic. When this knot is severed by a fighter with an edged weapon, the warrior gains a rush of confidence and arrogance, reducing their wisdom but raising their charisma. The user is also beset with the urge to gather an army and rush out and conquer the plains, but this urge does not rule the user's actions. It is said that this is a knotted piece of rope that was cut in two by a conqueror on a distant prime material world. Every time the knot is severed, it disappears, showing up years later in the hands of another who can make use of its power. Yeah, this seems like it might actually be really useful for Mort.
mm.
Bizarre Blood Red Axe, Hatred's Gift. It is not exactly clear in the annals of known planar history when Hatred's Gift was created, but by the bloody trail it has left across the plains, seems to have finally reached you. The axe exists to inspire hatred in one's enemies, and fill its wielder with a berserker rage. When entering combat, the skulls along the shaft come alive, chittering their teeth, and the teeth, remnants of fiendish victims absorbed into the axe blade, extend outwards, biting and tearing into opponents with each strike. Once equipped, Hatred's Gift cannot be dropped unless its curse is removed.
Ooh.
Would you like me to travel with you again? It would be my pleasure.
All right.
I see you enjoy taunting the animals and creatures outside.
I came back in because I forgot to check something. I'm just checking the ground now to see if I dropped Heart Grinder anywhere.
Is it still not showing up?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gone.
What's up? Your face is just begging to be kicked. You see that?
I'm gone.
Yeah. Slattern. You see that?
All right.
Huh? Oh, you alley-bred dog. What? You
Playtime is over.
Did you see that?
Playtime is over.
What's up, Chief? What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs. What's the word, Chief? What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
Damn.
What's up? Your face is just begging to be kicked.
I'm gone.
Yeah? Like that.
Done.
Huh? You leatherhead.
All right.
Ah, hello, Z Silver. Welcome. Good to have you.
Hi, Z Silver. Welcome in.
Mort, like Latin. Imbecile.
All right.
Women are the reason I became a monk. You dog's body.
The rock sings true.
Done.
You know what? We should get some female zombie filthy stinkers. You know, if I could click you, you wouldn't know she has the personality of a patch of razor vine and twice as ugly.
The rock sings true.
What's up? Plain swine.
Die. I'm gone.
Yeah? Stupid yabo.
Done.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Ha! Did you see that? Huh? Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass.
I'm gone.
What? Filthy stinkers. Damn it.
Damn. Die.
The Karak sings true.
What's up, Chief? Your face is just begging to be kicked. What's the word, Chief? What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs. What's up? You leatherhead. Yeah. You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has.
I'm gone.
I'm just doing a roundabout in this area to see if there's something that I missed. That's weird. I don't know what happened to Heart Grinder. Whatever.
Weird.
All right.
Although, before I continue, there is one thing I can try checking. I want
Oh.
to see if somehow Heart Grinder disappeared when I took the portal to the Outlands.
I will.
I will wait for your return.
That?
I am Valor. You will not escape my axe again.
Weird.
No mercy.
Yeah, it's still there. I guess what I'll do is at some point I'll use the console and I'll figure out what its console code is and just put it back in.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Aye?
I'm gone.
What's up? Prime scum.
Done.
Yeah? Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
Aye?
Done.
What's up? Oh, you alley-bred dog.
You will.
I fear I've been
Not
wounded.
Grace. Oh, this isn't good at all.
All right.
There is
Did you see that?
May my faith lend me strength.
What's up? Prime scum.
I'm gonna try that one more time.
I'm gone.
There is nothing I can do.
What's up? You know, if I don't slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
All right.
Yeah? You know, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
You will not be wounded.
There is nothing I can do. My faith lend me strength. Now I say.
Okay, so I see what I can do.
I'm gone.
So what's the strat here?
I put blindness on the Abishai there, but honestly, like I'm pretty sure that the quote-unquote damsel in distress is just a trap. I think she turns into an Abishai if I save her. So I think I don't think there's any actual saving anyone to actually save, but the other thing I was doing is just gonna equip this on Valor, and then we'll see how it goes.
Good plan.
Yeah, like you saw her just transform right there.
What's up?
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Spell got disrupted.
Damn it. Yeah. Prime scum.
Oh, let's see.
There is
I'm
nothing I
hurt.
can do. Yes.
I'm gone.
Claim you.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
The other thing that's causing difficulty is that it's possible that Mort just can't taunt those guys into attacking him, because I haven't had any success with that at all.
That would make a lot of sense.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
I am Valor.
Yes.
In Zerzamon's name. I hear your words.
How may I help? There is nothing I can do.
You will not escape my axe again.
There is nothing I can do to lend me strength.
I will hear you.
Lend me strength.
There we go.
I'm gone.
Nice.
What is your will?
All right.
What's up? Plain swine.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. All right.
There's a cleft in the rocks here. It looks like you might be able to squeeze into it. Barely, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. You notice the ground here is littered with shards of obsidian, most likely caused by the occasional fireball you've seen streak through the air here, blasting into the great boulders that line this vale. Leave. Basically, this seems to be part of the puzzle for leaving the place, like leaving this place after I'm finished with the Pillar of Skulls. The other bit would come from actually gaining some sort of knowledge from the Pillar of Skulls.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Huh? Filthy stinkards.
There
The rock sings true. I am
nothing but fate lend me strength.
I'm gone.
May my faith lend me strength. May my faith lend me strength.
them.
I don't need to suck you a scotch. I'll turn in as she will.
Pillar of Skulls, the sight of this thing, this horrible, towering, pulsating thing, fills you with nausea, unfounded loathing, and a faint sense of familiarity. The innumerable rotting heads which make up the vast pile seems to constantly shift and throb, alternately bickering, weeping, conversing, shouting, and whispering to one another. Heads constantly bubble to the surface of the stack from somewhere within its foul core, while its others sink back into the grisly pillar. Get the pillar's attention. As you make to step closer to the pillar, Mort hisses to you. Chief! Chief! Listen, I can't let that thing see me. You've got to get me out of here. Drop me off somewhere. Pick me up later or something.
Fine. We'll leave then.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where Mort came from.
You know, Chief, it's almost as if you don't love me anymore.
I'm gone.
You take another cautious step towards the pillar, and all their conversation abruptly stops. The dozens of heads that line the pillar's surface slowly turn to face you in unison. They regard you silently, their breath fetid and moist upon you.
I had some questions, Pillar.
Every head on the pillar's surface speaks at once to make the thing's voice. A terrible, burbling sound that bubbles forth while foul, stinging vapors and putrid corruption stream from their mouths.
The smell! It's strong! Or 'tis strong! It shall cross the plains soon, and Bell will come! The smell? What do you mean?
The head's eyes turn wetly in their sockets to the stare at Fall from Grace.
The smell! Her musk! The Tanari musk! The bittersweet scent carries! And it will attract Vatezu! Soon, their Lord Bell will be angry! I see.
The heads turn their gazes back to you, though a few still snuffle noisily.
If have you questions for us, you had best be quick!
A few of the heads squint and gurgle softly. You think they might be laughing at you.
As I said before, then I had...
Before you can finish, a portion of the pillar trembles as yet another head oozes its way to the surface. After some of the noisome slime has sloughed off, you recognize it as Farad's. It spits out a mouthful of bloody cysts and croaks.
Anna! Me darling child! Is that you?
Da! What you been doing in this place? The other heads remain mostly silent for a time as Farad speaks. Only a few whisper quietly to themselves, making wicked sidelong glances at Anna and her foster father's head.
I was wrong, my dear girl, about the sphere. It wasn't enough. No. And now look where I've ended. I beg of you, lovely Anna, save your poor father. Save me. Oh, please save me. Save.
But even as it speaks, Farad's mewling head begins to sink back into the pillar's core. Anna stares hard at the pillar, eyes narrowed, her fists clenched and tail rigid. A mixture of fury and anguish is smeared across her trembling face.
Anna, are you alright?
Anna smirks, spits, and turns away from the pile of rotting heads. She shrugs, but won't look at you. No matter.
Did you love Farad, Anna?
Anna turns, eyes blazing. He was my da! She bares her teeth. I hated him. He only saw in me a way to scarper more bodies, more jink and more junk to line its vault. Anna dear, Anna lass, you're the most precious thing in me vault. He'd lie, and he'd lie, and he was weak-o' mind and weak-o' body, and he smelled a corpse rot and had all the feelings of a vulture picking at a corpse. Anna's voice lowers, but the fire in her eyes burns brighter. And he was the only one to ever show me a scrap of kindness. Is that what you wanted to hear, is it? You please now, I?
Enough!
Bellowed the pillar's stinking heads.
We tire of your insignificant prattle and would know your business with us! Questions. I had questions.
The heads shift sluggishly across the face of the pillar, nodding and murmuring before speaking in its ghastly voice.
Ask the question of us, then, and be prepared to hear our demands. You shall render unto us a service for your answer. How do I reach the Fortress of Regrets?
The heads gurgle and croak their reply through rotted lips.
We would answer that question for our service. What's your demand, Pillar?
The pillar leans towards you, the eyes of its heads narrowing.
There is knowledge you possess that we wish for ourselves. Where does the fiend Fuel Fork Tongue reside? Tell us, and we shall answer your question.
The stench of the pillar's hot breath surrounds you as it awaits your reply.
That's not good. Why do they want that? A miserable pile of stinking heads.
I won't say. What other gifts would you accept?
The pillar's heads, save for the hissing of foul vapors issuing from rents in its rancid surface, remain silent for a time. Finally, it answers.
There is an object in your possession that we wish for ourselves. The Mordron Cube. Give it to us, and we shall answer your question. I can't do that. What other gifts would you accept?
The pillar's heads frown, their eyes flickering this way and that. Suddenly, they all come to rest on Fall from Grace.
She will do! Yes! The Tanari! Give her to us! We will consume her alive! Bathe ourselves in her sweet blood! Then we shall answer your question!
A number of the heads begin to moan with longing, calling to Grace.
Yes, Tanari. Sweet succubus. Wicked thing. Surrender yourself to us. I can't do that. What other gifts would you accept?
A deep rumbling issues from within the pillar. More heads worm their way to its roiling surface, dissecting you with their scarlet eyes. At last, their gaze finds Anna.
The Tiefling! Give us the Tiefling girl, yes! We shall tear her apart within us, revel in the basking of her sweet, fiery blood. Then we shall answer your question.
The mouths of every head on the pillar's surface split in depraved, sickly grins. They chortle and burble, laughing at you.
You have nothing for us. Save yourself. Come, immortal. Give us a taste of your undying blood. Then we shall answer your question.
The heads clack their teeth together, drooling and smacking their split, pus-covered lips in anticipation.
Very well. I agree to your demands. Approach us, then! Yes, come closer.
The heads seem to draw back within the pillar as you approach it. Step closer. Though you draw only a single step closer, you suddenly find yourself much closer to the pillar's writhing surface than you had imagined. Before you can react, it presses forward into you like a wave of broken bone and rotten, worm-infested meat. As the rancid darkness envelops you, the pillar's heads begin to consume you alive, fall into darkness. You find yourself standing before the pillar of skulls, aching and unsure of what exactly has just happened. What you are certain of, though, is that your body is somehow weaker for whatever ordeal it just suffered through. The grotesque heads leer down at you, grinning and smacking their lips. The pillar savors your gift for a time, its heads cooing and whispering to one another.
And my answer? Already you possess the key, and in only the location of the portal that shall lead you there. We know not where the portal lies, but might tell you its key. Regret.
Many of the pillar's heads begin to weep and moan.
Yes, regret! Regret! Regret?
Updated my journal.
Yes! You must have experienced regret to reach the fortress. Write it upon a piece of your flesh, and your passage through the portal is assured. And the portal? You say you don't know where it is? Yes! Only 3 have known the way! The first one was you, though you have forgotten. Not a second lies beyond the portal, and shall not emerge. The third one you have already met. They know of your condition, the fortress and your need to reach there. But they shall not help you. Their shield is one forged from the cold metals of lies and deception, a thing you cannot hope to break with mere words. You must do battle with them. Who is it?
The heads remain silent for a time, giving you naught but smug smiles. Finally, it speaks.
You have met the liar, and not for the first time. The liar knows, but did not tell you. A petty betrayal between immortals.
Some of the decomposing heads roll their eyes and snicker at you.
Trius?
Updated my journal.
Oh, yes. Do we know him by its full name? Trius, the betrayer.
The pillar shakes with mirth, the pile of rotting heads tottering back and forth as it laughs at your distress. A few of the heads chant mockingly.
Betrayer, betrayer, Trius, the betrayer. Why would he lie to me? The answer is not ours to give. You must seek him out yourself and ask him. How did he come to know of this? Trius exchanged words with you once, long ago, when you knew the way. You spoke your heart, and Trius, in the way of all great betrayers, listened well to build your trust. Short the conversation was, though filled with meaning. Meaning and depth is what you seek. 2 separate things they are for a normal man. But for you, one and the same. I had another question. Never mind. Farewell.
All right.
That's gonna be a tough talk.
I knew you'd be back, Chief. Finally realized you needed me, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
Done.
Ah, hello, Nikki Nightmare. Welcome. Good to have you.
Welcome, Nick Nightmare.
What? Oh, you alley-bred dog.
I'm gone.
Pick up a shard of obsidian, place it into your mouth, and bite it so that it cuts your tongue. As a jagged bit of volcanic glass bites into your tongue, there is a strange tingling in your mouth. The area around the cleft in the rocks shimmers, and suddenly a portal is there. Leave.
What's up, Chief? Filthy sod. What's the word, Chief? You leatherhead. What's up? You know, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna...
I'm gone.
So you've returned. And what did the pillar speak of? Did it answer your insipid questions?
I just had a few questions.
He grits his teeth.
How may I serve you further? So why are the Batezu chasing you? They seek to balance their books, to redress wrongs, to ensure that all is set right. My existence, away from their sight, mars the perfection they seek to levy on the face of evil. Do you have anything you'd like to share with me?
The fiend freezes.
Nothing of value. Maybe a trifling charm, a trinket you might have. If you are truly in need of them, then yes, you may have them. Otherwise, what have you got? Thrice damned you be you mortal! You had best pray that the Deva has eternity running through his veins, for if he has not, I shall see to it that you will pay me back in kind. But it will not be magic that I will expect in return. No, I meant no harm. I withdraw my poorly worded speech. I meant no harm. If you have no need for them, Forked Tongue, I could use them. I can always use these items. I can use them especially against the horde of fiends you have so thoughtlessly led to my door. Then I shall allow you to keep them. Your generosity is that of the thrice accursed devas of Elysium. What more do you want from poor Fijul? Just the answers to some questions. Tell me about Trias. That skulking pseudo-child of light. That contemptible. I mean no harm to him and his treacherous, lying, no respect for the law ways. Heh! He is a deceiver. Mortal. Or he is a deceiver mortal, and you should trust him in nothing. I mean this, of course, with all due charity and
Forked tongue spits on the ground.
kindness. His deception has cost me an eternity. Unless he should die.
His toothy grin is surprisingly hopeful.
How do I get out of this crater?
Updated my journal.
Heh! Does this mean that you shall leave me to my solitude once again? Then I proclaim, with as much delight as possible, that the portal lies under the arse end of this creature's bones. It will return you to that groveling hovel town of Cursed, from whence you came, and I can think a few more befitting ways for you to travel. Farewell, then.
What? What?
Updated my journal.
Something familiar about that one. Feh, no matter.
All right. All right.
What's our next move?
To find Trias, I presume.
Chief, I won't fail you again, I swear.
Gateheads. As you approach, the rotting heads on the gate begin to speak to you, chanting words back and forth between themselves to form coherent sentences. Gone, gone. Lost to the betrayer, lost to the light.
What happened to the town?
Gone on the wind, swept on a tide of evil. Through the gate, gone, gone. The town gone, lost to its own hatred. Through the gate, into the red prison, the prison plain, Carceri.
Carceri? Tell me about Carceri.
The prison plain, chaos, evil, worlds within worlds, orbs within orbs, strung out like malign pearls in the skies. The red prison, doom of titans and gods alike.
What happened to you?
Betrayed, despised, framed, punished, executed, made an example of, hung here by enemies, lost, lost, lost.
Is it just me, or are there far too many talking, disembodied heads around these days?
The heads pause. They look at each other for a moment, and then look back at you. They hang shamefully from the gate.
Do you have any idea how to get there or get it back here? Through the gate, into the prison. No return from the prison. No return. Go through the gate. Go through the gate. Your destiny awaits you there. What do you know about my destiny?
Updated my journal.
The Deva awaits you.
The heads fall silent and do not react to further questions.
Farewell, then.
They said you called us chatty. We're gonna be quiet now.
Hi. Might as well. Got it. Got it. Got it.
I'm gone.
Oh! Fiend from Mordor's box. I guess this is where it ended up after that priest did the ritual on it.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yeah? Slattern.
I'm gone.
Balance in all things.
I'm listening.
In Zertimon's name.
Huh? You dumb body.
Oh!
I'm wounded.
I'm gone.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yes?
Disguise.
right.
I hear your words. There can only be two skies.
I'm gone.
I will hear you.
How may I help?
What's up? Oh, you alley-bred dog.
Balance in all things.
I'm listening.
Aye?
Yeah?
I am Valor.
But a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
It is I.
I'm here.
Injure the monster.
What? What's up, Chief?
What is thy bidding?
What's the word, Chief? Your face is just begging to be kicked.
Ready.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. There cannot be two skies.
Wounded.
What's up? Yeah?
Be more careful.
All right.
Yes?
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
What's up?
Skies.
Yeah?
What do you think would have happened if we got Mort too close? Do you think they would have tried to swallow him whole?
Yeah, I think they would have asked for him.
I don't like an ass, but he
I
acted
hear
like they
your
could actively
words.
reach out, or like he would have been like absorbed.
It's possible.
I'm sitting there because that was the reaction of a man who knew. Ooh.
Of a man who knew what?
He sounds like a man that it's like a man walking right up into the prison gates that he escaped from. He'd be taken right in. No asking intended.
Ready.
Huh?
I will hear you. Balance in all things.
How may I help?
What is thy bidding? No mercy.
Done.
Justice awaits.
What?
It is I.
What's up, Chief?
I'm here.
Endure.
I'm
In
listening.
enduring, grow strong.
Fight's not working on this thing. Fight's not working on this thing.
I just fell.
Fight's not working on this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time with the different some spells I'll precast, but if that doesn't work, I'll move on because I think this thing might be a little too much for my party to handle.
Oof, that's not good.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yes?
Aye?
What's up?
In Zerzamon's name.
Yeah?
I hear your words.
How may I help?
I am Valor. I'm gone.
Huh?
What is thy bidding?
What? You leatherhead.
Ready. I'm here.
I will hear you.
I'm listening.
Justice awaits.
I'm here. Very well.
I'm gone.
What's up, Chief?
My axe cannot harm this creature.
Working on this thing.
It shall be done.
Aye, what?
Balance in all things.
Yes? What did you wish?
What you be wanting now? Why not?
My axe cannot harm this
Lend
creature.
me strength.
What's the word, Chief?
Yes?
It is I.
Aye?
What's up?
Might as well.
I fear I've been wounded. How may I have pleasure? Forgive me.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yeah.
That cannot be
Ready,
disguised.
Right.
Good job, staying in my way. Give me a hand here.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's out of your purview right now.
Alright then.
Done. Done.
What's up? Hi, Dad.
There is
The cross sings true.
there is nothing I can see our way.
All right.
Yes? A pleasure.
I'm gone.
May my faith lend me strength.
You see Barag Quickshoes, the would-be Deva rescuer, trapped underneath a wagon that has lost an axle.
Please, mate. You got to get this thing off me. Alright, I'll get it off. Wait, is that other fellow still trapped on the other side? He's still there. You have to find a way to save him too. Better him than me. I think he was the mayor of this burg. Whatever they have here. It's the burger, you little fool.
He turns his attention to you.
I still command the guards of Cursed. I can inspire them, aid them, slow the tide of monsters that stands between you and the Deva. Free me, and your task shall be easier. Free him, and you gain nothing. You gain nothing by freeing me. I confess to that. But surely, the tide of goodness will swing. If you save me without thought of gain, better still to save us both. How about if I lift this off both of you? My companions and I can do it if we throw ourselves into it.
You and your companions gather around the cart, and with a concentrated effort, manage to lift the cart in such a way that both of those trapped underneath it can wriggle out.
My thanks, human. I go now to the walls to aid my guards. My city shall not perish.
He gives you a crooked smile.
I do not envy you the conflict with the Deva. He is a fearsome opponent. Here, take this. It may help. Farewell.
He crawls up as you leave the wagon aside.
My thanks, mate. I've had enough of this burg. I'm back to Mount Celestia. I hope your good deeds stand you in good stead wherever you're going.
He gazes off toward the Deva standing on the balcony.
I can't believe I came here to see Dad. Good intentions and all that. Farewell.
Scroll of Deathbolt. Death comes in many forms, but none so painful as this, for even if you evade Death's touch, it will always leave a mark. This spell calls forth a magical bolt of death energy that kills a specified target, unless it makes a saving throw versus spell. Even on a successful saving throw, the victim suffers 10 to 60 points of damage.
Shit.
Done.
Dump Caretaker. You have returned to a town of calamity, stranger. The Deva rises triumphant above the wreckage, having dragged us here to our dooms. There is only one way to return, and that is to strike the Deva down, to cause the town to recant its treachery and deceit. The stronger the belief of the town in forgiveness, the weaker the Deva. Trius did all this?
Updated my journal.
The Deva rose from the ground and condemned the town's iniquities. A great confusion arose as the buildings tumbled around us, and then we arrived. There is only one way to combat Trius, and that is to weaken him by good deeds and turning the townfolk's minds away from chaos and evil towards goodness. Otherwise, he shall surely triumph. He looks about himself. I have work to attend to. Should you require resting, seek the old barracks or the distillery. Now take this. It will aid you. Good luck. Farewell. Scroll of Meteor Storm Bombardment. Meteors from across the multiverse are called to rain destruction upon all who oppose the caster. This spell calls forth a great shower of meteors to bombard all enemies within sight for 10 to 120 points of damage, or half the damage with a successful saving throw versus spell.
Blathering idiot!
Done.
Huh? Plain swine. What? Imbecile.
I fear I've been wounded.
What's up, Chief? Got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has... What's the word, Chief?
May my faith lend me strength.
Did you see that?
I'm hurt.
Encore! Encore!
Done.
What's up? She has the personality of a patch of razor vine and twice as ugly.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. In Zerzamon's name.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh? got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has. What? Planes.
How may I help?
You will not escape my axe again.
I hear your words. Signal has been disrupted.
I'm listening.
What's up, Chief?
Daggone.
Idiot!
I'm gone.
What's up? You filthy stinkers. Okay.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Yes.
I hear your words.
Huh? Joke on a bone, you witless ape. What?
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
I will hear you. In Sathamon's name.
What's up, Chief? Joke on a bone, you witless ape.
Damn.
I'm gone.
I am Valor.
What's the word, Chief? Stupid yabo.
What is thy bidding?
Shiawase.
I'm gone.
Justice awaits.
Shiawase.
What's up? Stupid yabo.
You will not escape my axe again.
Done.
How may I help?
Done. Done.
This is terrible. We must set things right.
This woman can only stare at you. You saved me! Thank you so much! I will be dead or worse without you! She opens her arms and moves to embrace you. Allow her to put her arms around you. She squeezes you tightly. Her cheek, wet with tears, presses against your chest. After a time, she steps back and looks up at you, smiling. I must leave. But let me say thank you. I shall not forget your kindness. Farewell, traveler. Anna rolls her eyes and gives a sour, farewell. She flinches slightly and gently works herself out of your grasp. She gives you a slightly distraught, nervous smile. Farewell, stranger, and thank you. I shall not forget your kindness. Sure, farewell.
Done.
Ready.
Die.
There is nothing I can do.
Yeah? You blathering idiot. Huh? These stinkers.
You will
Die. All right.
There is nothing I can do.
What? Scum. Mort, like Latin. Or death.
Ah, hello, Charlie. Welcome. Good to have you.
If I can
We're
stand
good,
my eyeballs
Charlie.
against
Just
you one more
currently
second, I'm gonna
relaxing,
puke.
trying to fight off the allergies. How is
Alright.
everyone else?
Done.
Women are the reason I became a monk. And, the reason I switched
Balance
hands.
in all things.
I'm listening. A pleasure.
I'm gone.
You know what? We should get some female zombies to join this party, right, Chief?
Huh, that's nice to hear. I'm glad you're having a good time with your cats.
But a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
All right.
The game is going pretty well. We've had a
You know,
what we
if I
think is a
could
bug or
click
glitch
you,
with a particular
you wouldn't know a
weapon.
moment's peace.
But other than that, Tick, your thoughts?
You know,
Yeah, things
if
are
I'm gonna
going
slam
well.
my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
Making good progress.
You see that?
I'm here.
What's up? What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
My axe cannot. You will. My axe cannot harm this creature. My axe cannot harm this creature.
Yeah. Blathering idiot.
My axe.
There is
Fight's not working on this thing. Huh?
My axe cannot harm this creature.
Fight's not working on this thing. My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here? What?
It is I.
May my faith lend me strength.
You see a Grill Shanak,
My jaw is hanging
Oop.
on by a thread. Would you
the
give me a hand here?
Glabrezu.
I warned you that if we meet again, you would rue the day.
He rushes to the attack. Defend yourself.
What's up, Chief? What's the word, Chief?
My axe cannot harm this creature.
My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here?
All right.
My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here? What's up? Stupid yabo.
nothing I can do.
Yeah? Plain swine. First one of the ladies' mazes, now the prison. Why can't we go somewhere nice?
This is what I get. I'm here. Right. Stand
My
up.
jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here? My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here?
Endure in enduring grow
What did you
strong.
wish?
Damn it.
Share what?
I'm gone.
Aye, what?
Awaiting.
Done.
Yes. Share what?
Huh?
Done. Done.
I am wounded.
Oh, thank the powers.
Yeah, it looks like I gotta get that axe off of Valor. Basically, what it's doing is it's making him occasionally go berserk, where he can't tell friend from foe.
Yay.
Done.
My jaw is hanging on by a thread. Would you give me a hand here? Mort, like Latin. For death, slattern.
I'm gone.
Hermit. You see the old hermit from the underground. When he spies you, he blurts out, Kite the caretaker told me you'd be along. The Deva is still strong, traveler, but your actions have slowed him up some. You can weaken him more by weakening further the chaos in this town. He's feeding off it.
How do you know this? I can feel him up there, waxing and waning like a burning moon. I can hear him wondering when you will come. He aches for a confrontation. You'll have it soon, but not yet. Farewell. Before you go, will you accept the blessing of this old man? It might stand you a good stead against the day and whatever other horrors you might face. Would you like me to heal you? Yes. Who needs my ministrations? More. There. Anyone else have wounds for me? Anna. Who needs my ministrations? Flop and grace. None of us. Thanks for the blessing, though. Farewell.
I await you as you command.
Done.
Who goes there?
There we go. I got the cursed item off of it.
Nice.
I'm gone.
I hear your words. Your will be done.
I'm gone.
Tokola Guard. You see a burly Tokola slaver. Its eyes are dead and filled with hate as it stares at you. It grunts at nearly everything you say, but offers no response.
Farewell, then.
Women are the reason I became a monk. The reason I switched back. Plain swine.
What you be wanting to know?
I will hear you.
You know what? We should get some female zombies to join this party, right, Chief?
How may I help?
Balance in all things.
You know, if I can click you, you wouldn't know I'm up.
I am Valor.
All right.
What's up? Stupid yabo.
I'm listening.
It is I.
I'm gone.
Yeah? You filthy stinkers. Huh? Your face is just begging to be kicked.
I'm here. Very well.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
I'm gone. Done.
What? Filthy sod.
I hear your words.
I'm gone.
I will hear you.
I'm gone. Done.
I'm gone. Done.
What's up, Chief? Hi, Dad. What's the word, Chief?
Time is over.
What's up? You father of trolls. Yeah? Slattern.
Precious folly.
Yes? What did you wish?
Done.
Huh?
What is thy bidding?
I'm gone.
Mort, like, okay.
Done.
What's up? Good as done.
Done.
Yeah? Filthy stinkers.
We are making boatloads of progress. Excuse me.
Yeah, I figure this episode or this session has been a little slow, so I want to do a little bit more before calling it.
Nothing wrong with that. Do you mind if I step away?
No, I don't mind.
All right. So for me personally, guys, I'm gonna step
Don't get
away.
involved.
I've been running a
Wounded.
fever from my hay fever basically all day. So I'm going to leave y'all in the capable hands of Tick. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go and lay down. Y'all have a great rest of your night.
All right, have a good night, Oleander.
Good night, Tick.
What? You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has.
Time.
You will not escape my axe again.
What's up, Chief?
Yes?
Done.
What's the word, Chief? Okay.
All right.
What's up? Okay.
I'm gone.
Aye? Might as well.
All right.
Why not? Hey, I spotted a trap. Disarmed it.
Yeah? Sure, why not?
Done.
Ready. Why not?
All right.
I'm here. Might as well. Hey, I spotted a trap. Disarmed it. Got it.
Huh?
Aye, might as well.
What? Good as done. What's up, Chief? Sure, why not?
All right.
How may I help? Very well.
What's the word, Chief?
I'm listening.
What's up?
I'm gone.
I'm here.
Justice awaits.
Done.
Huh? You dog's body. What?
All right.
What's up, Chief? Like that.
Done.
There's nothing
What's the
I
word,
can
Chief? You father of trolls.
There's nothing I can do.
What's up? Your face is just begging to be kicked. Yeah? Blathering idiot! Women are the reason I became a monk. And, the reason I switched back.
Wow. It is raining loot now.
What you be wanting to know?
You know what? We should get some female zombies to join this party.
No
right,
waiting.
Chief? You know, if I could click you, you wouldn't know a moment's peace.
All right.
Aye?
I'm gone.
I await your command.
All right.
What's up?
I'm hurt. All right.
Slatter.
The clock sings true.
Yeah.
Right.
Done.
Huh? Sure, why not?
gone.
Alright. This should be the last fight on this floor. And then after that, I'll probably put myself next to the stairs to the next floor and quit there.
What? You father of trolls. What's up, Chief? You leatherhead. What's the word, Chief?
I'm gone.
What's up? Stupid yabo.
Who goes there? I'm gone.
Okay. Yep. This seems like a good place to call it a night. One more save. And now we quit. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming as always. We always appreciate your presence, even if it's just to lurk, chatting, lurking. If you're here, we appreciate you. So, as always, Molly Oleander and myself will stream every Wednesday. No, not Wednesday. Sorry, Monday. I don't know why I said that. Every Monday, from 6 p.m. Eastern for 3 hours. Yeah, if for whatever reason we can't make it, I'll be sure to post a message on my Twitter, which is linked to this channel, and my YouTube is also linked to this channel. And from there, you can see the VODs of these sessions. So for the last time, have a good night, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Take care.